Hi, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. Okay, so this video might be a little bit different than my usual because I'm having to film it in stages and this is not my specialty. So bear with me. If you're watching, great. If not, I totally get it. But I wanted to share a project with you that I have mostly designed myself in Photoshop. I used some commercial use products to help bring about the look that I was going for. And I was wanting to base it on the hymn, How Great Thou Art, except I found out that it's copyright protected still, and I don't like to mess with that stuff. So I veered away from that. And anyways, I wanted to do this little project with you, sort of based on that hymn. And so this kit, starter kit, I call it, because the idea is to just give a few basics and then you can add some of your own favorite papers to it. So this paper is in there, and I'll show you the rest of what's in there on screen here. What I did was I went and cut out everything, and I'm going to ink it yet. But I also did some sewing ahead of time, and I wanted to show you basically what's in the kit. So I did back some of my papers onto craft paper, the packing paper that you get in packages. So there's a few of those, and this is one of mine that I just inserted for some lines, and this paper is in there. And so that's what the basics, that's the bones, I guess, of the journal. And then there are, you can print this as many times as you want. So I did print the one a few times so that I could use it for ephemera that I didn't specifically design. Then here's some words and other things that I cut out, quite a few tiny tags, and another piece of paper. And there's a couple of larger pockets. One has a little bunny, one looks like a Bible to me. I'll say that's what it is. I made an envelope, and so we just have to glue that together. And then I was going to use a hymn from my hymnal and sew it onto a pocket, and then I think my needle finally needed changing, and since I'm short of time I just stopped. So this one will be glued the rest of the way. But I like this song. I found it because I was looking for How Great Thou Art, and this is what I found, so I figure I'm going to use this. I don't know the melody to it, but the words are amazing, and it is written by Fanny Crosby. And if you know who she is, she actually wrote over 9,000 hymn lyrics. Many times people would bring her music and she would pray about it, and she would come up with, the way she put it is, it says, and then she would list the lyrics. So I would like to read this at some point. This is going to be a floating pocket so that I'll be able to take it out later and just look at it and read the words. I'm just going to read the first verse right now. Take the world, but give me Jesus. All its joys are but a name. But his love abides forever, through eternal years the same. Oh, the height and depth of mercy, oh, the length and breadth of love, oh, the fullness of redemption, pledge of endless life above. Fanny Crosby was blind from the time she was 6 weeks old, and so I find that remarkable. getting a little bit ahead here, but in verse 3, take the world, give me Jesus. Let me view his constant smile. For someone who couldn't see, she really wanted to see her Savior. Somebody was once saying how sorry they felt for her that she couldn't see, and she said, "Do not rob me of Jesus being the first face that I see." And I just thought, wow, such faith. All right, so she's one of my favorite hymn writers, and so you'll probably be hearing quite a bit from her in this series that I'm planning to do. Don't know how long of a series, but if you like hymns, stick around. Okay, so this I did not make. This is from a printable that I got for free, and I will. It came from here, and this was given as a free printable by Dragona at Sasebo, and she has her own website, and so she has many free things to download there, and this is where I got this from. So I just wanted to use this for my cover, and I will show you what I'm going to do with my cover. I have started it, but I have not completed it. At least as far as I know right now, this is what I want to do with it. So I have this large Bible that's falling apart, and so what I decided to do was put it to use before it completely disintegrated. So what I did was I took, I think, 3 or 4 pages and sewed them together. So I want this to be my cover, and because it's so brittle, I decided I needed to cover it with something. And I'm going to cover it with this matte laminating paper. Okay, so that's the explanation for that. Then how I want this to be is something, I can't quite decide which part I want to be the front. This part or this part. If I make this the front, the laminating paper won't be quite long enough. If I make this the front, then this will sort of show. So I might have to actually cut it down a little bit more. I did already a little, just because the edges were so frail. See, I could cut a little bit off of here. I didn't want to cut the seams. But anyway, so in the end, I want it to look something like this. And then too much to work with. I'm running out of room. Okay, so there, and then placing that will be interesting. Let's see. Something like that. And then that will be the cover. And then I can still decorate it from the outside. So that's the plan. All right, so that part is explained. All right, so then I need to decide what papers I all want in here and how thick I want this to be. I think I have 4 pieces in here right now. Yep. 4 pieces of paper. Now that could be good. That could be done if I take this cover and sort of hold it all together. then it will look like this with several different laces showing through, which I like. More and more though, I don't really like this, so I might have to deal with the cover before I go on, definitely before I sew in the signature, such as it is. Alright, so I'm going to make this a shorter video, and we'll have to do it in parts. So what I'm going to do next is probably do some inking. I'll do the cover, and then I'll do the signature, but I also want to ink everything here, and that'll take a bit. And I may not ink it in brown this time. We'll have to see what strikes me, but I think I might, because spring is coming and I did focus a lot on spring in here, I might want to incorporate some other colors. So anyways, that's what we're doing, and if you would like to play along, the starter kit is available on my Ko-Fi page. Some people have seen it and downloaded it already, and I just want to say that you can go fancy with this, you can go plain Jane with it, you can take it in any direction that you like. And yeah, so I hope you join me and let's have some fun crafting. And I'll see you again next time, and we will start to put some embellishments in there, and yeah, we'll keep working on it. So thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a great week. Bye for now.